Hello and welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. So I'm going to be continuing Yelan's character quest, story quest, the foregone conclusion. I also noticed that the one quest, there were two quests here before in my book, and one of them's missing for some reason. I don't know why it's gone, but I'll figure that out later. Anyways, Qingshu Pool Underground Ruins. These ruins have been here for a very long time indeed, and digging here has temporarily ceased due to hard rocks blocking the path. It is said that rare treasures may be found below, so let's go ahead and enter. And I'm going to stick with the current team, because it's good enough. Oh, I get to play as her. That's nice. So I think, if I'm smart, I'll go for this guy first. You know what? Let's do that, and then this. Now I can use her. Where are they? Oh.
As I expected, but this shouldn't be too much trouble.
Okay, let's claim our prize. I'm glad to see that.
Take it easy.
Oh. There's some more stuff over here? Yeah. Some wheat. Anything hidden away up here? Aside from some barrels. Nothing? Okay. And what about in here? Just a box. And whatever is going on in this room. Oh, who's this?
You guys see that? That's gotta be the Fatui ambassador here to meet Ji. Looks like he went through that door. That must be the emergency access route, right? Come on, let's hurry.
Okay, sure. Catch up with the suspicious ambassador. So I have to go through that door over there, but is there anything going on in this room? Well, let's investigate this door first.
This is the construction workers' emergency access route, but it's closed tight. Trying to break through would be risky. Let's see if we can find another way.
Okay. Oh, wow. How convenient. What's going on over there? You know what? I think I'll have to jump back down. Because whatever is going on over here has caught my attention. Oh. There isn't any kind of special treasure chest down there or anything? This is kind of weird and random, but okay. So, why is there a floating ball of fire? Oh. Okay. That's interesting. Let's go ahead and beat up these guys. My least favorite enemy types.
Hold the line.
Come on, let me freeze you. I'll use her now. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to switch to Yelan. You know what? Since I switched to her anyways, I can take advantage of her ability to home in on these guys.
Move out. Allow me.
There we go. So, there's a treasure chest here. That's nice. And anything else hidden away in here? A radish. Oh. Almost overlooked those. Okay, this will open up the... Oh? Well, I wasn't expecting that to drain the water. I thought it was going to open up that one gate.
Down. Hey, look! Is that another way through?
Yeah, it seems to be. Okay. Interesting. So what's going on over there? You know, where that gap is. I wonder if I can get over to there. I have to try. Now that I noticed. Let's glide over there. If I can actually make this, I'll be surprised. Wow. I was able to make it. There are even monsters and stuff over here. I wonder if I'm supposed to be in this area right now. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that this is actually a little bit ahead of where I'm supposed to be. How are you guys not being affected? Thank you. Let's switch to Yelan. Or whatever. I'll check everything very fast. What? Move? Move again? Oh, interesting. I kinda am starting to become a little bit wary here. I may be, going a little bit too far off script. I hope I don't get trapped. Oh. This is interesting. Come on, you. I really like that. Yelan's elemental burst is pretty cool. Allowing Ayaka's normal attacks to, you know, deal more damage. Okay. Here's the treasure chest I saw earlier. And I'm pretty sure that this... yeah. Oh, another treasure chest. This place is pretty big. Oh boy. A path opens beneath the stone. Okay. Can I go back out? Because I have a feeling that I need to go back out now. Yeah. So if I were to jump down this hole over here, yeah, I have a feeling that that's actually where I was supposed to come in from. I'm gonna check very fast. So if I go down here like this, explore this area down here very fast first, actually. There might be some treasure chests. Oh, yep. There really was one. Okay, cool. I don't think that there's anything else, though. This is interesting how they've got those lights shining on those 3 spots. No, I didn't mean to fall. Crazy game. Okay. So this is gonna lead back up to where that one spot was, so I wasn't really, like, cheating, per se. But, by doing this... Huh. Okay. I wonder if I missed dialogue, though.
The flowed into the groove, and now the statues have lit up. Okay. Now we should be able to move the statues.
Okay, but why is it still telling me to go this way? You know what? Let's go this way very fast. Nothing? Okay. I'm gonna just assume that I skipped some dialogue that may have occurred by doing that before. I probably shouldn't have activated that cutscene until a little bit later. It's not that big of a deal. So, this puzzle looks kind of confusing. Okay, I'm gonna assume that I need to move these ones that are like a yellowish glow to these spots here. That's what I'm assuming. I'll find out in a second. Okay, there's one there. Yeah, it did something. Oh boy. Okay. Now I can push this twice. And that should also light up, yep. And this is the final one.
The door is open, let's go!
Cool. So now...
We should be nearly at the bottom now. Let's wrap this up.
Sure thing. Oh.
Hold the line! Take flight! Yeah.
Oh wow, he managed to pull off his little, shield thing. Of course, he no longer has it. Yeah.
Gotcha. Busted. Take it easy.
There we go.
My apologies!
I'll save Yelan's elemental burst for a different fight. I wonder if I've missed anything. It almost feels like I could have missed something. Oh well. I'm not going back for something that I might have missed. Oh. Here we are.
I can tell from the aroma that this is very fine liquor indeed. I'm impressed. Come on, bottoms up. After you, of course.
Oh, sorry. That went down the wrong way. I've never drunk anything this strong before. It'll take me some getting used to.
You'll get there. If you want to stay friends with us, you have to drink with us.
I'll do my best.
You're more of a lightweight than I thought. Already struggling after one glass? I thought you were made of sterner stuff. You certainly kept it together when you were poisoning your teacher's soup. Come on, another round. Less talking, more drinking.
Sure. You didn't leave me much of a choice, though, did you? Just the mention of poisoning sends shivers down my spine. I'm more timid than you realize. Every time I poisoned him, I had to hide away at home for a few days because I was so scared of getting caught.
Look, I know it has not been easy for you, my friend. We appreciate all your hard work. But I have to say, you really are quite a genius at poisoning people. I mean, the poison we brought from Snezhnaya is as strong as this wine, but you found a way to turn it into an imperceptible, slow-acting poison, and came up with the idea of delivering it through fish soup. What was it you said? Oh, yeah. You said the soup's fishy flavor neutralizes the pungency of the poison, and this process even makes the soup tastier as a result. How did you think of that?
It struck me one day when I was fishing. I'm lucky it did. Otherwise, I'm not sure I would have been able to fool Uncle Tien.
You have performed excellently. The Fatui will continue to provide the support you need to consolidate your position as Tien Shu. Of course, this is as long as you continue to do as we instruct. Aside from Qingshu Pool, we also have some other requests for you, which we will inform you of in due course.
Don't worry. Whatever tasks you have for me, I will perform them diligently.
Did you hear that? It was poison! That's why Uncle Tien hasn't been feeling well recently. It's all Jurye's doing.
I'm sure that they can hear you, Paimon.
What a nasty guy! Seize him!
Hold on. Did you bring a camera? If not, you can use mine. This is quite a scene. We have to capture it for posterity.
You take a picture of Zhi-Yi drinking with Yusupov.
Excellent liquor. We've, seen no progress on the diplomatic front, and everyone has been eyeing up the treasure of Qingshu Pool. It's been a real headache for me. But soon, everything will be taken care of, and I can report back on a successful mission. Thank you, Zhi-Yi. I remember when I first saw you. I knew right away that you would make a good partner for us. Hey, do you still remember what I said to you?
Are we gonna get more exposition? I'm a little bit surprised by how much we've already gotten.
How could I forget? You said a lowly commoner like me could never be seen as a serious candidate for the Tianshu, no matter how hard I work. The only way is for you to shine bright in the Tianshu's darkest moment. I think you were absolutely right.
Yes. Under normal circumstances, the gap between you and other people could only ever grow wider over time. Just look at your two competitors. Chen Wei had wealth. Ming Boa had reputation. But you had nothing. You were just another nobody. And that's why I decided to help you. You know, there's an old saying in the Fatui. Give a starving dog a bone, and it'll guard your home for the rest of its life.
Yes. I cannot thank you enough for your generous support.
You know, the best thing about you is that you do as you're told without complaining. Hey, keep up the good work, and I can assure you, you'll never have to worry about Mora again. Heck, when you're not in the company of the Fatui, you'll be able to throw your weight around as much as you want. How about that?
Uncle Gao said that Zhi-Yi has low self-esteem. Seems he was right. He was worried that whatever advantage he might have now will diminish over time, so the Fatui persuaded him that he should act while he can.
Once again, I'm pretty sure that they can hear you guys talking.
Do you have any more film in the camera?
Plenty.
Then get ready to use it. Tonight's grand finale should be coming up any minute now. How well this goes for us depends on how Zhi-Yi plays his hand.
Ooh, is there any more alcohol? Go on. Fill me up. I'm in a good mood today, and I'm gonna drink my fill. Make sure to get me home safely afterward.
There's only a little left. Here, I'll fill your glass. If you like it, I can bring you some more next time.
Whoa.
Oh boy.
Ooh, this is the good stuff. It is great.
He just poisoned Yusupov. Yep. I knew it.
What the?
I knew it. Suddenly, the Fatui official seems to be in pain and slowly drops to the ground.
Zhi-Yi, you poisoned my wine? But when?
You seem surprised, Mr. Yusupov.
How could you?
How could I not? I've sacrificed years of my life studying and reflecting to prepare myself for this position. And in the end, I even had to poison my own teacher. You really think I'd put myself through all that just to become your little puppet? I don't want to bow down to anyone ever again. And that includes you.
You imbecile. It's the Fatui who got you to where you are. Do you understand? If I disappear with no explanation, the embassy will come after you. They'll get to the bottom of this. Mark my words.
Yeah, I don't understand why Zhi-Yi thinks that they aren't going to just reveal his role and everything.
Do you see the haystack in the corner? Underneath it is a pile of explosives. And next door in the dark room are the 3 undercover agents you sent to infiltrate the Black Cliff Forge. I'm gonna stay here till I see you slip into unconsciousness. Then I'm gonna set this on fire. Once the flames burn through the hay, they'll ignite the explosives. The ruins will collapse, and everything will be buried.
What do you hope to?
I took the liberty of leaving some evidence of your contact with the undercover agents at the Black Cliff Forge. It won't take long for people to join the dots. 2 missing person cases will become one as the truth gradually reveals itself. The Fatui planted undercover agents in the Black Cliff Forge to steal their signature ruin-grade explosives. Their plan was to blow through the solid floor tiles in the dead of night and seize the treasure of Qingshu Pool. But things didn't quite go to plan. Mistakes were made that led to the accidental deaths of the entire crew. Faced with the overwhelming evidence, the embassy won't investigate this any further. In fact, they'll be only too happy to blame it all on a rogue operation by you. It explains why you acted alone, while exonerating the rest of the embassy of any liability. Of course, none of that will have anything to do with me. When all of this comes to my attention, I'm afraid I'll have no choice but to cancel the Qingshu Pool redevelopment plan immediately. I guess then, I'll be Tianshu in my own right, with a clean record and well out of the Fatui's reach.
Cherry, do you really think you're gonna get away with this? The Fatui has a record of everything. That includes the poison, all interactions between us, even my trip here tonight.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking too.
After I die, they'll come looking, and they'll get to the bottom of this.
A record? Oh, you must mean the one in the hands of your second-in-command, Theophan?
How do you know about that?
Because when you contacted me, I also made contact with your associates. I have Theophan to thank for providing me with the poison I used on you today.
Oh?
He'll help me tie up all the loose ends. After all, your untimely demise comes with a few perks for him. He has been eyeing your position for a long time now.
That traitor! Cherry, you...
Shh. Relax. It's over. After tonight, everyone gets what they want. And anyone else in the know is either my accomplice or about to be taken out of the picture. Sweet dreams, Mr. Yusupov.
Okay. Yeah. Not quite. Uh-huh. I imagine he's a little bit surprised right now. Okay, so we're supposed to go in here. I'm going to try to explore a little bit before I go over there. Never mind.
I did a little surveying on the way here and found that you'd left yourself 3 escape routes in case things went south. I have them all surrounded. If you're thinking of trying anything, save yourself the effort. The game's up. We were here the whole time and have pictures of everything. They came out pretty nicely. Want to see them?
The game's up? Forgive me, I'm not quite sure what you're referring to, Miss Yelan. I happened to discover a Fatui operation here, so I approached them on the pretext of joining forces and eventually brought them down from within. If it pleases you, Miss Yelan, I'd be only too happy to have you join me in investigating this matter.
Yeah, I had a feeling he might try to come up with an excuse like that.
This is how you want to play it, huh? Fine. You do you. All we need to do to convict you is establish that the poison in his system is the same as in Uncle Tien's. Nothing else you wanted to add? Let's leave it there then. Time to go.
One wrong move and it all comes crashing down. I should have been more careful. You followed him here, didn't you? I was so focused on keeping myself out of sight, I forgot he was a potential liability.
He seems a little bit too calm still.
Let's talk about this, Yelan. I gave you my word that I would live up to the Tianshu name, and that much I can still guarantee.
Your point being?
When I take office, I can guarantee that I will act in your best interests. In fact, all of you here tonight can expect very generous treatment in the future.
He's already trying to bribe him.
I don't deny that I used underhanded methods to get here. But given my lowly origins, what other choice did I have?
You still don't get it, do you? Even now. What do you think?
What will Uncle Tian think? Or Uncle Tian has always trusted you.
Exactly. Jur-E, clever people can always come up with a good excuse. But while you might be able to get other people to believe you, you'll never be able to deceive yourself. There's nothing wrong with wanting to win other people's respect, but when has Uncle Tian ever looked down on you? He was like a teacher and a father to you, but you chose to repay that by poisoning him. Whatever positive goal you may have started out with, you threw it away in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
That's enough.
Of course. What makes this even crueler is that you managed to convince yourself there was no other way. Uncle Tian was always going to give you this opportunity, even if you'd done nothing at all. Out of everyone in the world, he is the one who trusts you the most. So much that he drank your fish soup without doubting you, not for 1 second.
That's enough! That's enough.
Okay.
Life is like fishing. It
Oh.
cannot be rushed. Whatever you do, impatience will accomplish nothing. I was just like you once, desperate to prove myself. Only later did I realize things do not always turn out the way you plan. But you have to keep calm to carry on. You're still young. Be patient, believe in yourself, and don't look outside yourself to prove your value. Where's Jury these days? It's been a long time since he last paid me a visit.
Maybe he's just busy.
Well, next time, if he doesn't bring a pot of piping hot fish soup, don't let him in.
Whatever you were thinking about, you'll have plenty of time to mull it over in prison. Oh, I almost forgot. If the Fatui find out what happened today, prison might not turn out to be the safest place for you. Trying to have friends on both sides, it has a way of turning everyone against you. But right now, I have an opportunity for you.
Oh. Yelan's subordinates take Shuri and Yusupov away.
Sorry, things are about to get extremely busy for me. Let's meet at Yenshang Tea House tomorrow morning.
Okay.
I'll have someone remove the explosives. Then, there's someone I have to go and see.
Need our help with that?
No, it could be dangerous. You should leave this one to the professionals.
Be careful.
Don't worry. As long as they're willing to cooperate, this'll be a straightforward deal. Get some rest. See you tomorrow.
Huh. Okay, let's grab the treasure chest right here. I had a feeling that that would appear. Check out the rest of this area very fast. Can I get through here? I can't tell. Nope. Is there anything hidden away in here? And I'm not seeing any other treasure chests, so I may as well leave.
There is now no poison left in his system. But
Oh.
recovery from the damage already done will not happen overnight.
Dr. Baishu, is my father going to be...
You needn't worry too much. Keep taking the prescribed medicine every day, and a full recovery will take at most 2 to 3 years. It's good we caught it in time. A few days later, and the toxin would have built up in the internal organs. At that point, things would have been much more serious.
How did they successfully secure such a seldom-seen poison? It seems the Fatui are extremely resourceful. Unfortunately for them, they were up against us.
Uncle Tian will be heading off now. Remember to get plenty of rest and avoid overexerting yourself while you're recovering.
Don't worry, I will. Thank you very much.
Okay. See ya, dude.
Ah, You're here too? Thank you for all you've done to resolve this situation. And I'll have to make some tea in a moment. You simply have to try it.
Are you feeling any better?
Yes, the exhaustion seems to have gone. My mind is steadily getting clearer again.
Luckily, it looks like choosing the Tianshu's successor is suddenly not such a pressing issue after all.
Hey, Yelan!
My work is mostly wrapped up, so I thought I'd take a minute to check in here. The assessment process comes to an end here, Uncle Tian. In my opinion, Zhi is not suitable for the position. But Qianwei and Mingbo both have potential.
You have my gratitude. People can change their loyalties easily. I've always known this. But whenever it happens, it's still a dismal experience.
Is it just Paimon, or is Uncle Tian not that surprised?
Maybe you always suspected?
Don't underestimate Uncle Tian. He wouldn't have appointed me as assessment officer if he hadn't had his doubts about Zhi.
Okay.
Normally, the Yue High Pavilion would be responsible for assessing the candidates. Isn't that right, Uncle Tian?
Yes, to be quite honest, I wanted to trust him unreservedly. But I have to be responsible with the position of Tianshu. When I first met Zhi, I wondered if he had approached me with a hidden agenda. So I secretly investigated him. I concluded that he had no ulterior motives whatsoever. He just saw me as an ordinary fishing friend. In the end, even he changed. But when did it start?
What if none of this ever happened?
I never had any plans to recommend him directly, but I always intended to give him the chance to compete on a level playing field. Family background and fame mean everything to many people, but I don't attach great importance to them. I had no reputation to speak of when I first became Tianshu. I relied on Ganyu's assistance for all manner of things. What I really admired about Zhi was his intelligence and resilience.
I have to admit, he's a smart guy, and very cautious. The intel suggests that the Fatui saw him as very low risk, but Zhi was still extremely careful with the poisoning. He chose that specific liquor from Xinyue Kiosk because the fiery flavor would mask the bitterness of the poison, and he chose to wait until the Fatui official was drunk and had his guard down before delivering it to him.
Yep.
He also installed a secret compartment in the wine pot he bought to hold the poison. As the amount of liquor went down, he'd shake the pot to release the poison from the compartment into the liquor. Afterwards, we also found he had an antidote on him. Had the Fatui official grown suspicious, Zhi would have drunk the poisoned wine himself, and then found an opportunity to take the antidote shortly afterwards.
But that's still really dangerous.
Yes. Had he drunk the poisonous wine, he still would have faced serious health consequences despite taking the antidote. He didn't hesitate to put himself in harm's way to achieve his goal.
How is Zhi now?
Well, I mean, he's sitting in a jail cell. Like Yanfei says, everyone who breaks the law has to pay the price. Still, he's cooperating. He didn't turn down my offer to strike a deal. I'll make sure there are plenty of guards around to keep him safe from anything the Fatui might be planning.
A deal? Does this have to do with what you said to him when you arrested him?
Yeah, what did she say?
Yes, Zhi's not the one I'm interested in. If he was as far as this went, I'd have handed the case off to my subordinates as soon as I realized. But once the Fatui became involved, things got a whole lot more interesting. I thought I might have the chance to catch a big fish.
Well, did you?
Almost. Unfortunately, it slipped off the hook at the last second.
Uncle Tian, Yelan, what are you talking about? Paimon doesn't understand.
Zhi colluded with the Fatui to try and secure the position of Tianshu. Or, to put it the other way around, the Fatui made an attempt to interfere in the Tianshu selection process. With Yusupov in our hands and a statement from Zhi, we could afford to continue with a diplomatic offensive. Also, we'd be able to gain control of Theophan, Yusupov's second in command. Then we'd have a pawn in the ranks of the Fatui. Pawns like this can be major assets. They open up all sorts of new options.
So this was your real plan?
Why else did you think I was investing so much time and effort into this case?
So, okay, well, did your plan succeed?
Yeah, it's a good question.
We got halfway. The first part went off without a hitch, and we passed all the information on to Lady Ningguang. But when we tried to make contact with Theophan, he was gone, along with all the evidence.
The Fatui must be spying on us. Otherwise, they'd never been able to respond so quickly.
I found out from other sources that the Harbinger Regrator got involved.
Oh, I don't think we've ever met that one.
The Fatui's main forces aren't concentrated here. Regrator was only treating this as a peripheral concern. It's a pity that Theophan got away. But knowing which Harbingers are still looking at Liyue is something. It gives me a starting point for my next mission.
I have to ask, Yelan, do you have any desire to take over the position of Tianshu yourself? I remember you showed some interest a few days ago at Yenshang Tea House. In my estimation, you are more than competent.
Oh, that. I was obviously joking. I prefer my current life. There's danger and there's excitement. Although it'd still be a behind-the-scenes role. As Tianshu, I wouldn't have the chance to get involved in anything truly clandestine or face any real danger. All right, I'm done here. Time for me to go. I'm heading off again in a few days and I still have to prepare.
Where are you off to this time?
As you might have guessed, it's for me to know and you to find out. But I'm sure if you keep going as you are, getting yourselves involved in other people's business all the time, you're sure to get caught up in another misadventure before too long. Maybe I'll see you the next time danger beckons. Until then, keep your wits about you. A lot of people are watching you for a lot of reasons. If you have any more questions, just ask Uncle Tian. After the recent turn of events, I'd say he owes you one, wouldn't you?
Why did it go to the street all of a sudden? Oh. Calculated Gambit has been completed. So, are there any other quests that I'm able to do? It doesn't seem like it, does it?
What
let's
would
touch
you
in.
like to know?
About Jerry.
Something I've said to Jury, Qinwei, and Mingguo before is that while cunning and scheming are quite crucial, even more important than this is staying true to yourself. Jury and Ambassador Yusupov each saw each other as a means to an end. They thought that if they could just outsmart their opponent, they would emerge the final victor. And yet, in the eyes of Yelan and Regrator, they are but pawns in a much bigger game. Scheming is an endless endeavor. If you can't cope with it, you're better off staying out of it. It gives you a much clearer view in any case. Everyone has self-interest, but you cannot let it be your master. So, don't fight over fleeting gains and losses. Rather, focus on the direction your heart is leading you, and keep moving forward.
About Yelan.
I first met Yelan when she was very young. Even back then, she was extremely tough, and she kept her cards close to her chest. An old friend of mine once privately commented to me that Yelan is always smiling, but never with her eyes. She is a very dangerous person. Something of an exaggeration in my view. At least, I know she would never hurt the people she trusts.
About Regrator.
Regrator is the 9th of the Fatui Harbingers, though likely the first among them where wealth is concerned. However, his wealth is not a mere question of how much more he has to his name. He has a very unique understanding of wealth, and what he's planning may very well shake the world to its core. Beyond that, I don't have a lot of information about him. If If you need to know more in the future, you can ask Ningguang.
About the next Tianshu.
As Yelan says, now that I'm on the mend, I should have another few years worth of work in me. During this time, I plan to gradually hand over my duties while mentoring some new candidates. Ha! That reminds me. Chen Wei and Ming Bo are still waiting downstairs. I must go and have a chat with them shortly.
Okay. And the last option was just I don't need to talk to you anymore option, so here are these two, so I can talk to
So
Chen Wei.
Jerry is already in prison, I guess?
You think? He poisoned Uncle Tien. I still can't believe he'd do that. Why the long face?
Nothing. I think it's a great shame. I always thought he's very smart. If he became Tianshu, he'd be able to accomplish many things I could never hope to.
Don't feel bad. I'll admit he was a strong contender, but give me 3 years and I'll overtake him. When I become Tianshu, I'll make you my deputy. Like the sound of that?
Start by working on your temperamental issues. If you can't keep your cool, your work will suffer. Right now, you still have a long way to go before you'll be eligible to take the Tianshu position.
I'll get there. One step at a time. And then, before you know it, there'll come a day when you won't be able to find a single flaw in me or my work. First things first, though. Let's go and talk to Uncle Tien.
Okay. So that was interesting. What I'm going to do now is head on over to where the minigame was. Oh, what's this about? Genius Invocation TGC Limited Edition Gift Box. This is a lovely Genius Invocation TGC gift box. It is said to have been a limited edition release, and that anyone who possesses this set of cards will be a god amongst children. Do you wish to take this with you? Well, why ask me if you're not going to let me? Anyways, Kitsune Ramen something. Kitsune Ramen all-you-can-eat card. The owner of Yukio's stall has a good head for finance, and has had ramen cards made for rare and honored customers. This card therefore serves as a status symbol when you go for some ramen. It also lets you eat as much as you please. It's a shame that this offer only applies to the ramen that goes with fried tofu. What's this about? Bulletin board? A new attention-grabbing notice has appeared on the Tenryou Commission's bulletin board. Due to Arataki Ito's unacceptable behavior, the drumalong festival bearing his name and hosted by him is hereby suspended with immediate effect. The reopening date is yet to be determined. Kujo-sara's message. Caution. A group of itinerant youths who call themselves the Arataki Gang are hosting an event of unknown purpose at this location. Please exercise caution, stay safe, and keep your personal belongings with you at all times. Please report any illegal activity to the Tenryou Commission immediately. Yoimiya's message. I was surprised to find someone hosting a festival tucked away in a little corner of this island, especially a new festival that I'd never heard of. The view here is amazing. Although it's not the liveliest of festivals, it's magical in its own way. Go Arataki Gang. Let me know in advance next time and I'll get you some fireworks free of charge. Aratani's message. When I first heard that someone wanted to rent Miss Hina's advertising board, I refused, but the offer was very generous, so I thought I'd at least pay a visit to the site first. The moment I arrived at the venue, I was deeply touched. Even with such a tight budget and miserable venue, the organizers still managed to reserve enough budget for Miss Hina. Surely this is true love. I signed the rental contract immediately. More? There's still more? Wow, there's quite a bit. Message from TGC buddy Ayato. As in Kamisato Ayato? Huh. I've been playing trading card games with my friend Ito for a long time. He always loses, but he never gives up. I find his resilience truly admirable. I was delighted to hear about my friend's festival today. I came here with a limited edition Genius Invocation TGC gift back to offer my congratulations. I wish him a fantastic festival. Okay. Toma's message. Hey bro, haven't seen you since the Iridori festival. I hope you're doing well. I didn't know you were going to be hosting a huge festival. You sure kept that quiet. Nice work. If you ever want to host another festival in the future, feel free to come and discuss it with me first. If you need a venue or furnishings or anything else, I'll see what I can do. Everything's negotiable. By the way, I know you like beetle fighting, and I remember that I had a couple of King Oni Kabuto at home. I left them on the wooden box over there. Enjoy. Message from Ramen Buddy. What a lovely surprise. I didn't think the mighty Arataki Ito would still remember his old ramen buddy. A glorious drumming festival on a deserted little island. It'd be a pity to miss out on such an interesting event. So of course, the moment I received your invitation, I could get myself here fast enough. In order to show my gratitude, I brought you a free all-you-can-eat ramen voucher for Yukio's food stall. I'm sure you can come up with some way to thank me. By the way, I should mention, the voucher is only valid for the fried tofu meal deal. Kimura's message. Recently, Madame Kujo let it slip that the drumalong festival on Amakane Island was quite interesting. My co-workers and I got curious, so we stopped by after work to check it out. We were more than a little surprised to find that it was the work of the Arataki gang, who we evicted from Rito just a few days ago. So they actually pulled it off. They're hosting a festival. Good for them, I say. Sure, it's a very small-scale festival, but it's a first step. Keep at it, you guys. I hope to see more of this from you in the future. P.S. Roasted lavender melon. Surprisingly good. Interesting. So let's leave. Is there anything else here? I don't think so. So, there was an option to check the safety plans. In case of fire, fetch water quickly. In case of stampede, disperse crowd. Stock up on medical supplies in case of emergencies. Shinobu, this is really a lot. Are we ever going to see the end of it? Also, are we really going to need all of this to get approval? If I say right, you're right. Also, when the boss and I aren't around, you will follow these instructions. Got it? Good, now keep writing. Weird. Let's talk to Genta.
Oh, you want to take part in the drumalong performance again?
Yes please.
I want to see the performance again too, but the Tenryo Commission has ordered us to put everything on hold. You're putting me in a difficult position here. Oh, I know. Since it's you, we can say we're friends hanging out and having fun. The Tenryo Commission won't be able to say anything against that. This is a pretty genius idea, isn't it? I mean, at least half as genius as Boss's ideas. Bring it on, Traveler. Begin your performance.
Okay, are there new songs to play or something? I'm just checking very fast. I don't think so. So, let's select the difficulty. Let's go with Pro. Why not? I'm gonna fail miserably, but I have to try. Okay. Ah! Okay. Ah! Ah, man. I don't think I'm doing so well. Ah! Ah! Well, maybe this'll get me some points. Ah! I don't know how they expect to keep up with all the stuff. Ah! Oh, good grief. I failed miserably there. Ah, boy. I only had a 6... Well, at least it gave me the points, though. I'm amazed that I managed to get all the prizes for that, despite how badly I messed up. I'm gonna try one more. Even though, obviously, I'm not very good at this, I can at least get the prizes for them. Ah! Whoa. This one's kind of crazy. How do they expect me to keep up with all this stuff? Ah! Oh boy. At least I feel a little bit more comfortable right now, but it's not gonna last for long. Oh boy. Ugh. It calmed down a little bit there at the end, thankfully. I guess I got the prizes. Wow. They give you a lot of leeway on that, surprisingly. Okay, I'm done. That's too crazy for me. I want to try one more thing before I stop, which is making some wishes. Ah, well. I was only able to get a 4-star bow. Let's make 10 wishes here, too. Ah, a copy of her, huh? Although I think I already had her constellation complete. Before I stop, though, I am gonna do this challenge marker, since I saw it before and I don't want to forget it. Wait a second here. Where's the... There it is. I don't know why they did it that way. No, I failed. Okay, I've got to try that again. Okay, this time I won't fail because I already have the Wave Rider here. Kind of cheap that they didn't have the Wave Rider immediately available. Or some other way of doing this immediately available. Anyways. Go ahead and activate that. Then select those. And I win.
Certainly worth the extra money.
Anyways, yeah. Thank you very much for watching, and next time I play, hopefully there will be some new quests sooner rather than later to do. Hopefully I can actually continue the story for the timed event here, if there is a story that can be continued. So yeah, see you next time. Bye-bye.